you feel like you're trying to figure out your life's purpose? Do you feel like maybe too much time has passed and now there's no hope? Well, I can tell you this, I can certainly relate to how you feel, but there is hope and you can conquer that feeling and discover your purpose. I'm Melody Barker and I want to thank you for watching this video. If you like it, be sure to subscribe and hit the bell. Each week I'm going to release new videos that'll help boost your confidence, encourage your faith, and help you discover the leader that's within you. Today I'm going to share with you 3 simple steps that you can take to help find your purpose. Plus, I'm going to share with you ways that you can find fulfillment for where you are right now. I think at some point, everyone faces that struggle of what am I supposed to be doing in my life? What is my purpose? Why am I even here? I believe that we place so much pressure on ourselves because we know that God has a plan and a purpose for our lives, and we want to make sure that we are fulfilling that. Even when it comes to big decisions, it can be scary to make those choices because what if we don't hear God right? Or what if we step out and we fail? What happens if we try something new and it doesn't work out? All of these are very valid questions to ask yourself. But I can tell you this, when you hear God's voice, you'll know that you'll be stepping out in the right direction and taking that step of faith, and you won't fail. Jeremiah 29:11 says this, "For I know the plans I have for you, declares the Lord, plans to prosper you and not to harm you, plans to give you a hope and a future. Then you will call on me and come and pray to me, and I will listen to you. You will seek me and find me when you seek me with all of your heart." We spend a lot of time declaring, and we know that God has a plan and a purpose for our lives, but if we don't listen to verse 12 and 13, then we will completely miss it. We must seek God. We must call out to Him. We must pray and talk to Him to see what He's saying back to us. It's when we're seeking Him with everything inside of us that we find more and more of the plan and purpose that He has for us. You can learn to recognize God's voice by reading His Word and spending time in prayer. Knowing His voice is key to making any decision, especially those really big life changes that could lead to a really great outcome or a really big failure. Then you will discover all that is just, proper, and fair and be empowered to make right decisions as you walk into your destiny. Proverbs 2 verse 9 in the Passion Translation. Knowing God and seeking Him is essential to the empowerment that you need as a believer to know that you're living in the plan and purpose that God has for you. He is the one calling out to you, and He is the one who's written your destiny. I think there's a high possibility that we start out life, we intend to live life filled with passion and doing what we believe we were made to do, but then we get concerned with how do I pay the bills and what do I have to do to keep food on the table and take care of my family. We don't like the idea of risk, especially when it comes to letting go of that steady paycheck or that consistency that we've come to depend on. This thought pattern could be a mindset that could actually prevent you from living in your purpose. If you focus on your survival more than fulfillment, then you will find a lack of fulfillment in your day-to-day life. Job security, financial stability, insurance, a routine, even a community of people that you work with. These are all things that could keep you tied to what you feel is safe, but it could also leave you feeling unfulfilled, unhappy, and missing your purpose. Market research is indicating somewhere between 25% and 40% of Americans will give their resignation this year. This is from the last 18 months of doing life differently because of the pandemic, and what our future looks like is different than what it did 2 years ago. People are recognizing that they're tired of working for a bad boss or a thankless boss or just being a cog in somebody else's machine. They recognize that being unfulfilled is a position that they don't want to be in anymore. Is that you? Do you find yourself dreading going to work every day and waking up exhausted because you know you're not doing what you were made to do? Part of this great resignation came from people asking themselves, is this all there is? What would I rather be doing? I don't want to do this anymore, so what could I possibly do next? Well, I want to help you by giving you 3 simple steps that you can take to find your purpose and really identify that plan and purpose that God created you for. Number 1, reflect on your past for a moment. The reason why I say a moment, I know a lot of us, we have experiences and things in our past that we've done that we're not proud of, and things if we could go back to, we would undo and make different choices. But understand that those things, those situations that you came out of, or those choices that you made, are those things that made you who you are today. Part of looking back at your past is to say, hey, this is what I came from, or this is what I made it out of, or this is how I'm an overcomer. Recognizing that you made it through something is a great indicator of how you could possibly help people in the future. When you reflect on your past, consider this. What job experience do you have that you could share with others? What did you learn with your on-the-job training that you could take into a new position or into a greater level of fulfilling your purpose? What did you learn that you could share with others that they could learn from? Sometimes that experience makes you an expert. So what are you an expert at? Is it something that you find joy in, that you find fulfillment in? Maybe there's a way that you can share your experience and your expertise with others that helps them find greater fulfillment and understand their purpose at an all new level. Number 2, recognize the gifts that are inside you. God created you with this plan and with this purpose, but He also equipped you with the gifts that you need in order to be fulfilled in the passion that He put inside you. He wants you to use those gifts in coordination with your purpose. He's given you a natural ability so that you can step into your purpose and enjoy your passion. So ask yourself and be honest, what are those gifts that I have that I can share with others? These are simple questions you can ask yourself. What am I good at? What do I enjoy doing? You'll have to spend time thinking through these questions, but many times those things that you enjoy the most, that passion that excites you, is tied closely to your purpose. So take time and really answer these questions honestly. Many times people believe that they cannot create an income from what they're passionate about, but that's not 100% true. You can create an income from your passion. You can create a profit from things that you're passionate about. What if you started developing your passion? What if you took the time to identify how your passion really is your purpose and how your purpose can make a difference in this world right now? Could it be that you need to take an online course or learn how to do something so that you can share this resource and wealth of knowledge with other people? The opportunities are endless, and so I want to encourage you to recognize those gifts that are inside you and take time to further develop them. The possibilities truly are endless. You just need to take time to sift through all the ideas that you come up with and find the idea that is closely related to your purpose because it's what you're most passionate about. You can love a lot of things, but you need to narrow it down. Create your own zone of genius. Develop your strengths by investing in your ability that God has given you. These talents and these gifts are there for a purpose and for His glory. You could discover that you truly have a passion that can also produce a profit. Be brave and let go of the limitations that you've placed on yourself or even the limitations that others have placed on you. Remember being a kid and thinking you could do anything? Go back to that moment. Go back to that identity that you had, that you really could do whatever you put your mind to and see what comes to you. I promise you, if you're doing something that you're passionate about, you'll find it to be fulfilling. You'll find it to be encouraging, and it'll be something you wake up ready for every single day. Listen to the voice of truth. God loves you so much that He prepared for you in advance the things that you would do. He loves you so much that He did spend time on your specific destiny that He wants you to fulfill. Through our union with Christ, we too have been claimed by God as His own inheritance. Before we were even born, He gave us our destiny, that we would fulfill the plan of God who always accomplishes every purpose and plan in His heart. Ephesians 1, verse 11. Good news, He will fulfill the plan He has for you. This should boost your faith and encourage you to pursue your purpose because God does not fail. We have become His poetry, a recreated people that will fulfill the destiny He has given each of us, for we are joined to Jesus, the Anointed One. Even before we were born, God planned in advance our destiny and the good works we would do to fulfill it. Ephesians 2, verse 10. Do you understand that your purpose is predestined and created by God? Not only does His word say that He will fulfill it, but it's a promise from God. He created your purpose long before we ever would even step into it, before we would ever know what it is, and it's ready and waiting for you to live in it and to enjoy your life. Your destiny and your purpose and your fulfillment was all created by God. He's ready for you to step into it. He wants you to be living poetry that's a display to others, His goodness and glory in your life. Number 3, reach for your future. This is really important that you take time. I'm even saying between 30 and 40 minutes at a minimum to really ask yourself questions. What do I want my future to look like? What do I want to be doing? Who do I want to be working with? How do I want to be helping? What does my world look like if I could create a change in their life? Describe the way you feel when you think about this future. What are you doing? Who are you with? What impact are you making? After you've asked yourselves a series of questions, make a plan to make these things happen. Take time and make this plan a reality in your life. When you diligently pursue your purpose in life, you will find fulfillment. Here's some additional questions to ask yourself as you discover more of your purpose and strive to create fulfillment in your life. What do you love to do? What causes you to feel the feeling of, I was made for this? What gives you joy and excitement? Another way to narrow it down is answer these questions honestly. What do you hate to do? Sometimes thinking of those things that we hate to do could make you feel bad, but it's important to recognize what you don't enjoy. Because if you don't enjoy it, it's not going to be part of your purpose and it won't be a part of what you're passionate about. And your passion goes hand in hand with your purpose. In order to know your purpose, you have to know yourself. You cannot be fulfilled if you're doing something that you don't love and you don't enjoy. God will use you where you are, but He'll also move things around to get you where He wants you to be. So be willing to take a step of faith and take action to move into a greater understanding of His plan and purpose for your life. God will unlock your purpose inside you. He will reveal to you what you need to be doing and how you need to move forward. You only need to recognize that He created you, that He has a specific plan and purpose for your life, and He wants to share that with you. And as soon as you start seeking Him and earnestly, diligently seeking Him, He will reveal that plan and purpose to you. I hope today that you'll recognize all that you're capable of, the abilities that God has placed inside you, and that you welcome the destiny that He has created for you. Now that you have insight into finding your purpose, let's look at how to create fulfillment. One of my favorite quotes is, "The journey of 1,000 miles begins with one step." To me, when you look at your purpose and finding fulfillment, it takes that first step, but it also requires that you take a second step and a third step and so on and so forth till you complete the journey, till you reach your finish line. And for believers, and it's until we reach glory, amen? So how do you break this down and move forward? I want to share with you just a simple plan of action that you can take to start finding fulfillment in your everyday life. Number 1, choose personal growth. This means reading new books, going to conferences, watching tutorials online, attending events, whatever it could be. Decide today that you are worth investing in, that the purpose that God has for you, it's something that started inside of you because of the ability and the creative God that we serve. It's already inside you. But most likely, you'll need to do some learning to really unlock that purpose and find fulfillment. Number 2, set SMART goals. SMART goals are specific, measurable, achievable, relevant, and timely. Number 3, be thankful. Everything in your life, everything that you've experienced up to this moment will not be wasted. God will use those things in your past to set you up for your future. Every experience that you have will not be wasted. Use that experience to help be a blessing to those around you. Take what you can learn from your past and move forward. Number 4, every day do something in the direction of your purpose. If that means that you read a chapter of your book or you watch a few tutorials here on YouTube, then do that. Take time and go in the direction of your dreams and your purpose. Number 5, and this could be the hardest step, but I promise it'll be worth it. Be willing to let go of what's familiar in order to welcome your potential that tomorrow holds. Taking action with these 5 simple steps will bring fulfillment into your life. It may not be overnight, but I promise day by day you'll see an increase in your fulfillment by just simply applying these 5 steps. You will see gradual increase in your fulfillment because you're doing something in the direction of your purpose. When you're doing things that make you happy, when you're spending time doing what you love, fulfillment automatically increases. A quick recap for those 3 steps to finding your purpose. Number 1, reflect on your past for just a moment. Number 2, recognize the gifts that God placed inside you. Number 3, reach for your future. Remember, the journey of 1,000 miles starts with one step. So let me ask you today, what one step are you willing to make to move forward in the direction of your purpose and finding fulfillment? I'm Melody Barker, and I want to thank you so much for watching this video. Be sure to subscribe and hit the button to make sure that you get notifications of new videos being released every week. For now, I want you to take a look at this video, How Commitment Creates Opportunity, because if you are interested in developing your purpose and finding fulfillment, you need to know how to create new opportunities.